I think there's a real lot of good going on in what you've said, but there's several points I want to just pick up on. I mean, the preceptorship's really important. Making people feel welcome is really important. The work that's been done in the retention programme has shown that there is a spike of leavers in the first 18 months. So that kind of says we're not getting it quite right. The work you mentioned about just culture, I mean, some people may not have heard of that, but it needs people like me and yourself to stand up and say, the trust will sign up to this. And what we mean by just culture is we won't automatically go into a formal process when something goes wrong. So that means, because once you're in a formal process, it's often a long and laborious way to get out of it. And that might sound odd coming from an HR person, but I really want to avoid using HR processes and procedures. They should be the last resort. So the just culture in HR terms means looking at why something happened. Is it a system problem? Is it a mistake that anybody could have made? Is it a lack of training? Is it due to ill health, etc.? And at the end of the day, I really want to give a guarantee that there won't be any disciplinary action taken against staff unless it's willful misconduct.
And that's a totally different. And as a trade unionist, I suppose for me, I'm more than happy to confront managers and say, yeah, somebody's done this, but I suppose the key question for me, and you touched on it, is it malicious? Is it willful? Totally different. We're always going to get cases where that happens, and no one, not even a trade unionist, would tolerate that. At the end of the day, it's about we're caring for people. And my test is always, would I want somebody who is malicious and willful looking after me where I was unwell? But I do really, really embrace, and I think it's a really positive piece of work that we're doing, and I do look forward to rolling it out in the future. We've got good examples of it, David.
We have, and
it's working.
And when we go out and talk to staff, that is one of the perceptions they have of, you know, some people are often frightened to come forward in case they end up part of a process, and it's that kind of thing that we need to stop, because it will actually make us safer.